everybody can see my screen, I'm assuming so. And just wanted to, again, spend like 10 or 15 minutes going through this, making sure that everybody just has the basics of this particular, the way I plan on using this for the benefit of all of us in the forum. So, obviously here we've got the calendar here, and I'll go over a little more later when we go to the milestones tab as to, our goal with this would be to have all of our forum meetings and any information associated with those here. This bit here is just the, is a summary for the day. You can see today's traffic, and if you want to get anywhere, you just click on any of those links. Here's all the folks in the forum. We've got a people tab, which is kind of useless, but then there's a search tab. If there was a document or a message or some information that you were looking for, you can just search for it here. So this is pretty standard, pretty straightforward. Starting a new message or uploading a new file or something. These little shortcuts here, so no big deal there. On the messages side here, there you go. So like the traffic that we've seen today, I basically started basically a message or a conversation string here, like Brian started as well regarding the chapter retreat. Basically, you'd go here and click a new message, and then title it. I've got a handful of categories here, the content here, uploading files here, and then whoever you want to include in the conversation can be added here, and then posting that message. The important thing, or the interesting thing with this, like I hope everybody already is aware of, is the fact that the messages that you get in your email, you can just reply to, and that content goes straight to these posts here. And so like the green boxes here mean there's content here that hasn't been seen yet. So so anybody who replied to this particular string, all that content lives right here. So we can kind of go through and review the string of content that was added here, and if we want to add some more, we can here directly or in our email. So that just makes it easy. Then the most active messages are addressed here in the top of this particular screen. You can kind of see the latest traffic there. The other interesting thing here as well is if you actually click here, just post a message via email, you can actually use this email address and send an email to this with the subject as the title, and you can attach files and whatnot, and it'll actually send it out. It'll hold it here, and then it'll also send it out to everybody as well, so we can keep that traffic in one place so we all have a dashboard. My goal here with this is that we all have a dashboard to go to for any information that we are all collectively working on as a forum. So whether it be retreat or we're planning for the next meeting or things that are related to that, all that information lives in one particular place. The to-dos tab, pretty straightforward again. Things that we agreed to do as a result of any of our forum meetings or other agreed action items. We'll just keep track of them here. We can actually have people assigned to them with dates and whatnot, and then if you'll notice here when you mouse over any one of these particular items, there's a little number here or a little icon pops up, and you can actually click on that little icon, and it'll actually bring you to a screen that allows you to start a message string associated with that particular action item. So, Tracy was looking into Texas Coast Properties, and so we've been kind of going back and forth on that. So that content lives right here along with that particular to-do. So again, just simply organizes content. Milestones is, again, pretty straightforward. Calendar on the right with the next several months worth of activity. Kind of plugged in all the forum meetings for the next year, and then just kind of went alphabetically to assign who's responsible for each one of those. And then similarly, again, if there's any details around that particular meeting, you can just click on that and then start content around that meeting that stays there with that particular item. You can subscribe to this calendar if you want to. So if you use iCal or some type of calendar, you can actually subscribe to this. And as anything is added to this calendar or any of these dates, if they do change for any reason, that information would get sent straight to your calendar if you use Apple iCal and some other types of calendars as well. Whiteboards are pretty simple. I guess kind of content editing or word editing documents. So basically, the only one I have here is the information Joe provided with regards to all the restaurants and whatnot. So that content lives here. Anybody can add to it. So if you just click edit this page, you can add to it. It'll keep track of who the latest folks to add content were. And so for documents that may require what was changed in them, you can actually compare different versions to see what's changed and whatnot. It highlights it. So I don't think it's going to get used too much, but it's an interesting tool. And then lastly, the files area. Just bear with me one sec here. Okay. The files tab is just that. Basically, it's a repository for files to be uploaded to, and you can sort them a couple different ways. Got a handful of categories. Uploading a file is pretty straightforward. And then if you put something up there, you can actually notify folks of the fact that file's been uploaded. And then another, I think, important feature to this is if we had, so let's say we have the Constitution here, you'll notice that I actually uploaded a newer version of the Constitution. So if we have a document that's kind of, being revision tracked, we can actually upload a new version here, and that way we can kind of keep track of which one's the latest and greatest. So kind of makes that bit easy. That's about it. I didn't expect this to take more than 10 or 15 minutes. So I'll just unmute, and if anybody's got any questions, then
unmuted.
Everybody should be unmuted now.
Earlier,
can you
reply to all?
What's that?
Can you reply from your inbox, or from when you first started? You can say you just reply from the email. But are you saying from the email from the board, or can I do it from my inbox?
Yeah, if I reply to my Outlook, does it go to everybody?
Yeah, like these here. Let's see. So like this email here. If I just hit reply and it'll hit reply real quick and just show that. Let me see, where does what was that? Sorry. Finalize retreat correction. Oh, that's actually a to-do from Joe. So finalize retreat correction, or milestone. Sorry. So finalize retreat correction was the email that, or the milestone that we were communicating around today with Brian. And so here I just emailed, and that email actually goes straight to this string. So you can respond to the conversation in email, and then this actually organizes all the content for you.
Right, so I just replied to your info for the web conference and call in. Go to that.
Okay. So if I go here. Say it again.
Has anybody else got my email?
No, I've got you blocked on my Outlook.
That's probably smart.
Oh, no, just came through. I got it.
Okay. So you got testing?
Yeah.
So see here, Stacy, see how it's green now, and then one new one came in, the last comment by you.
Yeah.
All right, and so so basically what it does is whoever is on that message, it sends that comment out to all of them, and it also lives here. So if I click on here, then it keeps all that content here. So,
Right.
there you go.
That's great. That's easy.
So that's why it's
George,
easy.
do you pay for this service?
I do. I use it for several other projects. It's like $20 a month.
I like it.
So it's it's that simple. So it just makes it easy to keep all the stuff together and use it via email, and you don't have to worry about having to log in all the time. So that's the important part. So